Hey guys, it's Emma. Today I'm going to be doing a chatty get ready with me on this warm and cozy winter makeup tutorial. Where I live, it is currently snowing outside. It's really bad. And I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys while I got ready today. I have some errands to run. I'm going to my dad's house. I'm going to see my dogs. I have some more homework to do, so I wanted to get ready for the day and show you guys what I decided to do. I did this really pretty kind of orange warm toned makeup look. The skin is really glowy and bronzy, and I paired it with the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. I did use quite a bit of new products in this look. I'm trying out some new products that I've been collecting over the past couple of weeks. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I have a feeling that it's going to be super long, so I apologize for that. However, I love watching beauty gurus get ready. I like when they sit down and they talk to their viewers about things they like, what's going on in their life. I feel like it's a really neat way to get to know the person that you're watching, because you know what kind of products they like. You can learn about their techniques and their style and just everything else. So I wanted to sit down and film one of these videos for you guys. Before we get into it, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. That's always in the description box. My Twitter, my Instagram, and my Snapchat is all at EmmaXOXBeauty. I'm pretty active on Twitter. Instagram, I'm trying to be active on, but the best way to contact me would definitely be Twitter, because I'm on there most frequently. If you guys want to see how I got ready today, then continue watching. As you can probably already tell, I just got out of the shower. I set up my filming equipment, and we're going to film a get ready with me. So I'm going to do the things that you guys normally don't see when I'm on camera, such as what I use when I get out of the shower. I like to start with a smoothing treatment for my hair. I normally don't blow dry my hair, but today I have somewhere to be at around 3 o'clock, 3, maybe 4-ish, depending on how late I want to be. It's currently 1 o'clock now, so I just like to run this treatment through my hair, and this helps aid in heat protecting as well as blow drying, and it just kind of smooths my hair out a little bit. So this is by Keratherapy or Kerabond, and it's their keratin infused daily smoothing cream. And then we're going to go in and apply some lotion. This is the EOS Evolution of Smooth Delicate Petals Body Lotion. Matches my shirt. And then I like to put this on my arms because my skin is really dry when I get out of the shower. And put some on my décolleté. If you put lotion on your neck, I've heard that it's supposed to last longer. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I like to make sure I get my elbows and everything. This lotion lasts really long. So, okay, I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to do some makeup. I also applied my CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. I like the PM one because it doesn't have sunscreen in it, and I feel like it's a little more moisturizing for my skin. I do have combination skin. In the winter time, my skin gets super dry and just scaly and patchy in certain areas. However, in other areas, it gets super oily. So this is the one for normal to dry skin, but I like to use it underneath my makeup. I like to let it absorb into my skin. So I like to apply a lip balm, which is this Rosebud Salve, and this stuff is incredible. It smells like roses, and it is very moisturizing for your lips. Then I'm going to go in with the Origins Ginseng Eye Cream, and I like to put that right underneath my eye area just to brighten and freshen it up. So now I'm going to go in with a primer. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic-based ingredients, and skin revivers, and it is silicone-free. I really like the Too Faced Primer because it acts as a moisturizer as well, but when you put your foundation on top of it, it just glides on really nice and smoothly. This stuff smells amazing. I like to use about 2 pumps of the Too Faced Primer Like I said earlier, I do have combination skin, but I feel like this primer works really well for my skin type, especially in the wintertime because I do have those dry patches. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using 2 different foundations, and I get asked a lot why I like to use 2 different foundations. So the first one I'm going to be using is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This foundation on my skin tone, or on my skin type, lasts 8 hours. I like how nice and glowy and luminous it looks, but I want it to last a little bit longer than 8 hours, and I want it to be a little bit more mattifying. So I like to go in with the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I like to blend these in with my Beauty Blender, and it just creates a really nice base.
"2,000 years later."
So I built this up to about a medium-ish coverage. This is a little bit lighter for me, but when we put on the concealer, it's going to make it look more full coverage. So the concealer that I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Concealer. Well, it's a treatment concealer, whatever that means. I like to dot it underneath my eyes in this triangle pattern, and then I like to go in with my fingers and blend this out. Okay, so we have our foundation and concealer on. Now I want to go in and set everything. I like setting my face because if you don't set it, for me, I feel like it doesn't last as long, and transfer onto other people and other things is relatively common for me. The powder that I use is the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. I'm in the color 02 Nude Beige, and I like to take this on a fluffy brush, and I like to set the areas of my face that tend to get oily, such as underneath my eyes, my nose, my T-zone kind of area, and like the tops of my cheekbones, and then I like to go in with a different powder. The next powder I like to use is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I like to bake underneath my eyes with this, and I say that in quotations because I don't know if what you would call what I'm doing baking, because I like to take my Beauty Blender into this powder, so I have it saturated in my Beauty Blender, and I like to press it underneath my eyes. I'm not letting this powder sit there, I'm just blending it underneath my eye area. So it just looks really nice and seamless. It doesn't look creasy at all, and it doesn't crease throughout the day. And I like to do this to the other eye. Just pressing it into the skin, blending it into the skin with my Beauty Blender. Like to hit the nose with whatever left there is, and basically my T-zone. With the remaining powder, or a little more powder, whatever, I like to go in with my brush, my powder brush, and just blend this all over the face. This ensures that my makeup is going to last all day and it's not going to crease. I can wear this all day through work and it shows no signs of wear, so this powder has ultimately saved my life, and everything blends a lot nicer when I have this powder on. Now we have our face done. I like to go in and do contouring and bronzing now. It's just what I like to do. I kind of do the same thing on an everyday basis, but today we're going to switch it up a little bit. So I'm going to bronze my face first. I'm going to be using the Tarte. This is the Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. And it's just this really pretty, like, bronzy color. So I'm just taking this on an angled blush brush, and I like to run it on my forehead first. Give my forehead some color. Now I have to be careful when I do this because sometimes I overdo it, because in my artificial lights that I have, things look a little bit different than if I was to go outside. They look a little more intense when I go outside in natural light. So I'm just bronzing in this kind of hollow area of my cheek. And then this makes a nice base for my contour. And then we're going to bronze underneath the neck because I have a hereditary double chin. I recently bought these new Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette, and I really like this one. This is the one in Dulce de Leche. So I think I want to use this, but these powders are like so pigmented. You have to be careful when you put this on your face because the fallout when you're contouring is pretty heavy, and then it kind of creates this like disgusting like dirt look underneath your face if you contour too much. I'm going to go in with this kind of weird looking brush. I don't even know what it is. And I'm going to be taking this contour powder. Like, do you see how, I don't know if you can tell, like that is so pigmented. So you have to tap off a lot of the excess and then go in. I mean, this stuff is crazy. Okay, and when I feel like it's getting a little patchy looking, or I just don't like how it looks, I do this regardless. I just like to go in back with my bronzing brush and just kind of blend everything out. Since this contouring powder does have a lot of fallout, you have to clean up right underneath your contour regardless. Like, you may not see it in your makeup light, but when you go out in regular daylight, it looks dirty. This is my old beauty blender that I used yesterday. The powder has dried on it, and there is still powder on it, if you can tell. I like to go underneath and just clean it up. I didn't put any more powder on there. This is just my beauty blender from yesterday, so I'm just kind of letting it cook a little bit. And you can even take this highlighting color. There's no shimmer to this at all. I'm going to add some more. And put some right here too. I have no cheekbones, so I have to fake it. And then we'll just blend that away. You have some definition to your face. I really like these Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palettes. I just don't like how much fallout there is, so when you're using them, I would recommend to be careful. Make sure you realize how pigmented they are, because when I first used them, I looked like a dirty hobo because I had so much contour on my face. So now we're going to do some blusher. I need some glow on my face, so we're going to go in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush, and you guessed it, in Diffused Heat, which is stunning. So I like to go in with an EcoTools blush brush, get some of that on there. And I like to focus this in the middle of my cheekbone and kind of blend it back. I don't like putting blush on the apples of my cheekbones because my face is already so round and it makes my face even more round, and I don't like that at all. It just adds some natural color into your face. We're going to go in with a highlighter. One of my favorite highlighters that I have been loving this month is the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish, and it's gorgeous. It's this gorgeous pinky champagne-y color, and we're going to highlight the face with this. So normally I just kind of poop all of this highlight on my face, but I've been doing it in a little more subtle way. So I'm going to go in with a Morphe brush. This is the Morphe M433 brush, and I like to take some of this onto the brush and make a weird face and kind of just hit my highest points of my face. Apply some more. The bridge of the nose. Cupid's bow gots to get some love. To contour my face a little bit more and to just add some more glow onto my face, I like to go in with a little bit of a bigger brush, soft and gentle, tap some of it off, and just run this right underneath the contour, and you can barely tell that it's there because I'm using such a fluffy brush, but sometimes you can, and it just really sharpens the face. So then I'm going to take a little bit and put some on my inner corner. And that's the face. The face is done. I love it. I love how glowy and youthful and pretty it looks. As a girl that loves makeup, I don't want to look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, as funny as that is. Despite how many products I may use, I want to minimize the powdery appearance of my face. I like to go in with MAC Prep and Prime and squirt this all over my face, fan it off. We'll use my W2. My camera is going to die, however, so I'm probably going to watch an episode of Once Upon a Time, do some laundry, charge my camera, and then we're going to do the brows and finish up the eyes and do some lips, and I might go blow dry my hair. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I decided to do half of my face. I kept the brows super natural, which I am actually a huge fan of, and I went with this gorgeous kind of like warm tone smoky eye. I popped on some false eyelashes because I haven't done false eyelashes in forever, but I want to talk about my brows for a minute because lately I have been wearing them super dark and super heavy and super filled in. When I look in the mirror and I see my brows, I'm like, I go out in public like that? So last night I kind of bleached my brows a little bit to kind of match my hair color, and I went out and bought a new eyebrow pencil. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Pencil in Blonde, and I've never used a super thin eyebrow pencil like this. I use my Hourglass Brow Arch Sculpting Pencil, which is that kind of triangle shape brow pencil, and that creates really thick, defined brows. So I wanted to do something a little bit different with this kind of more natural brow. So boom, it's done. Like, it's super easy. I really like this pencil so far. This is my first time using it, and I really like it. I like the color. I think it looks more natural with my hair color. So I'm just doing my regular eyebrow routine. I go in with an eyebrow pencil. I like to set it with the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. I'm in the color Blonde, and I take the lightest color, and then I just run that through the eyebrow just to set the creamy pencil. And then I'm going to set the pencil with the Anastasia Brow Gel, Tinted Brow Gel, and then this is in the color Caramel. So super easy for the brows. We're going to move on to the eyes now. I did use a lot of Makeup Geek eyeshadows for this look. However, I haven't used them recently because I've been using different palettes and experimenting with different colors from other palettes. So I wanted to use some Makeup Geek eyeshadows today. So I'm just going to prime my eyelid, and I'm going to apply Shimma Shimma by Makeup Geek, which is a super light kind of champagne-y color. This is one of my favorite colors from Makeup Geek. I feel like I have to use kind of like a light champagne color on my lid because it just opens my eye up, I feel like. I'm going to use Shimma Shimma with a Morphe M213 brush. This is a super small eyeshadow definer brush, but my lids are pretty small, so it works. And I'm just kind of going to put it all over my lid. I'm putting a little bit in the crease. I'm going to run some right underneath my brow bone and throw some in my inner corner. I really like this eye look. I really like the false eyelashes. I wanted to do something really warm toned because it is snowing outside, which I hate the snow so much. I'm not a fan. So for the crease, I'm going to be taking this color by Makeup Geek. I have never used this color. I own it, but I haven't used it before. This is called Purely Naked, and it's a really, honestly, it's like a warm toned, kind of like peachy color. It's like a more warmer tone color of my skin. It has a satin finish to it, and I'm going to take this on a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to blend this right into the crease. This is just a couple of shades darker than my skin tone, and it has a warmer undertone. I feel like I have a similar look to this in my burnt orange smoky eye tutorial that I did like last summer. I used the Kat Von D palette with that. So this you could totally recreate with your Makeup Geek eyeshadows, or if you have like the Morphe 35O palette. You could do that. I have that palette, but I wanted to mess around with my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I kind of had this look envisioned when I started doing this. So when I was doing this eye, I was watching Once Upon a Time. Comment down below and let me know if you guys have seen that, because it's a series. I don't even know how I would describe it. It's basically like a fairy tale series with cheesy graphics. However, the storyline and the plot of the series is awesome, so that's why I'm watching it. I feel like it's pretty popular. They started in 2011, so if you guys have watched it or have watched a couple episodes of it, let me know what you think in the comment section. I feel like every month I find myself watching a new TV show, and it doesn't help my homework out, because instead of doing homework, I just want to watch this TV show. So now I'm going to go in with Frappe by Makeup Geek, and this is just a little bit of a darker, purely naked color. This one has some more brown tones in it. That on the Morphe N441 brush that we were using earlier. And I'm going to place this in the lower crease and just blend it. So I want to focus on the lower lash line for a little bit. I'm going in with my Morphe M432 brush. I'm going to be taking Purely Naked, which is that crease color that we used first. And I'm going to put this on my lower lash line and connect it to that crease color, because I want everything to be cohesive together. Now that we have Purely Naked on our lower lash line, I want to take a little bit of Frappe and blend that on the lower lash line and drag it into the crease, kind of creating a little bit of a guideline for where I want to apply that color. We're going to add some more depth into the look. I'm going to be taking, I think this is Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek. It's just this darker orange color. And take that on a crease brush and focus this in this outer crease area, outer V. And I'm using a light hand. Like, look how far I'm holding my hand on the brush. Take some more of Purely Naked and blend that out. And then we're going to repeat the same thing on the lower lash line, but I'm going to focus this color right on the outer corner. I'm going to do what I always do. I like to apply liquid eyeliner. I wish I had brown liquid eyeliner. I was looking through my collection and I do not have brown liquid eyeliner. So I think this look would look really cool if you had brown liquid eyeliner. But it looks good with what I have going on this eye, so I'm just going to be creating a small just line on my upper lash line. This is the Rimmel Glam Eyes liquid eyeliner. This is the only liquid eyeliner that I use because it's so good. The false eyelashes that I'm going to be using are by Ardell. These are the Ardell Wispies, the only false eyelashes that I really use anymore. That's what they look like. They're just super pretty and flirty, wispy looking. And I'm going to apply some glue on these, and I'm going to let them sit for a little bit while I curl my eyelashes and apply some mascara. I'm using the Duo eyelash glue, and I just kind of squirt a little bead on the tip and just run it along the lash. Just like that. I'm going to let it dry for a little bit, and we're going to curl the lashes. And apply some mascara. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. Every time I say Clump Crusher, I'm thinking Crump Crusher. I don't know why. So I'm just putting a little bit on my eyelashes. I'm not going overboard because when I do put the falsies on, I like to add more mascara just so everything is blended. Now I can't promise you that I'm going to get this in the frame, but I'm going to try. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the lashes are kind of on. They're a little tacky still, but I'm going to go back in with my mascara and just coat the lashes. Lips. When I was doing this look, I already had a lip idea in mind. I'm going to be applying the Kat Von D Lolita lipstick. I haven't done a tutorial using these liquid lipsticks. I still have some of that lip balm on, and it's absorbed into my lips, so I'm not going to apply any more. I'm going to swatch it for you. It's this gorgeous, just like terracotta peachy color. It's going to work really well with what we have going on our eyes. This is the completed look. I'm going to finish up my hair and then I'm going to come back and show you how everything looks together without this frizz ball going on. That was it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. They're all at EmmaXOXBeauty, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.